Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Alright, it seems to be the Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey separation is going to get MUC in light of the fact that Lori's folks have stepped in and they're discussing their girl's ex, and by talking, I imply that they are tossing significant shade his direction, and did her mother truly affront him on Instagram and standby? Is Michael B. Jordan arranging to send off a counter-assault? Everybody hide since this is going to get genuine okay. So when Lori and Michael B. Jordan separated in the no-so-distant past, many fans were somewhat feeling better since we as a whole solve us a lot the love experience with how the relationship looks very phony all along, and the number of individuals that didn't truly purchase their tale about the amount they were enamored despite the fact that they posted affected. A 90 pictures on Instagram, it simply wasn't giving credible relationship. It wasn't sufficient to sell it any who they at long last separated and well. The fans have been extremely vocal about the entire thing. Michael B. Jordan and Lori have really been very relaxed and confidential about their separation, and all that we know up to this point has been from mysterious sources who have been dropping goodies to the media. Now we don't have any idea who these sources are. However, Emma, give them a yell out. Data on the grounds that they are most certainly taking care of the ruler's responsibilities. Spelling on the teeth, we don't have the foggiest idea who we as a whole are. Nevertheless, we appreciate you anywho. Like I said, my blanket preparation pretty serene, which is the very inverse of their relationship, since they were generally in front of us with their adoration, posting charming recordings on Instagram Live and charming pictures on their Instagram feeds. I won't lie. I'm still sort of pungent that we never figured out who the individual was that was taking their several photos. However, on the grounds that Lori hasn't expressed anything about the separation, that doesn't imply that her folks have kept calm. Both Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey have been tossed undeniable shade by Michael B. Jordan since the fresh insight about the separation became public. Before we get into how they tossed the shade, I feel that it's vital to call attention to the fact that Steve Harvey has made it extremely clear openly about different events that he could have done without the possibility of Michael B. Jordan dating his girl. For instance, there's this time he was on the Ellen show, and things got super peculiar when Ellen raised a picture of Lori sitting on Michael B. Jordan's legs. I've never seen that image before. Laughter truly awkward with that image. Not too far off gracious. And we should not disregard the time that he was on a television show today with Hoda and Jenna, and they requested his thought process from Lori and Michael B. Jordan possibly getting hitched. Lori, furthermore, Michael has been dating for more than a year at this point. If he somehow managed to request to wed her, would you support me? I would need to express so far, definitely, no doubt, no goodness, man. Laughter. Well, the insane thing about this entire situation is that before Lauren and Michael B. Jordan began dating, Steve alluded to him as a real hero. This person is a hero. He's perhaps one of the most pleasant people. I met his dad. You realize I've set up with him. We've talked for quite a long time. I can't see anything off about him. I simply find this sort of weird in light of the fact that Lori has dated a few obscure folks. I mean, Diddy Future. And he said nothing regarding the relationship to show he was awkward. However, the one good person she dates abruptly gets awkward. Someone seems okay since it's simply not having neither rhyme nor reason to me. But rather, after all this, Steve required to Twitter after the fresh insight about the separation turned into a web sensation to impart his insight. This was when everybody was all the while discussing the point, and it was moving via online entertainment. So he realized that his remark planned to stand out. He posted this image that says, "Love yourself, Meiji, listen." Might you at any point even envision expressing this to somebody who purportedly got his heart broken by your girl? Could the timing be any more terrible? Sincerely, I don't imagine that Steve truly ought to have said anything on the grounds that, as per reports, Michael B. Jordan was having a truly down outlook all in all on the separation thing. I mean, investigate this video of him at the J community in the couple of days following the separation, and I don't need anyone coming for me in the remarks saying that Steve likely wasn't in any event discussing Michael B. Jordan, since he without a doubt was yet. As I said, He made the post when everybody was discussing the separation and almost understood what he was doing. Responding to Steve's post, a fan said, "Imagine your young lady parting ways with you and her father via virtual entertainment. Telling you to adore yourself. Listen, it will be nearby period. Someone finna tussle with me." However, another fan said, "Assuming my ex's father subtweet me, we spit in the block." No doubt. And this other individual tweeted, "Michael B. Jordan's estate history starts today. And you understand what I totally concur, yet assuming you feel that this potentially couldn't deteriorate, well, it does in light of the fact that Lori's mother likewise took to virtual entertainment to shave Michael B. Jordan. And I'm presently calling this the assault of the Harveys. Marjorie posted this video on her Instagram stories that said, "You said in crap too lengthy, it quit smelling, so come the F out of there." So what is happening with this family? They've more than clarified that they could do without Michael B. Jordan, and I'll be genuinely legitimate with you, folks. I feel that Michael B. Jordan avoided a disaster here, since, in such a case that he had hitched Lori Stephen, Margie would have been giving him a truly tough time, so actually perhaps the separation was the best thing after everything, except the fans attacked Marjorie like none other, and they were not kind about it. Somebody remarked, "We know where Lori gets it from, like mother like data." The mother was in those roads, too. She went from dope man to Steve. She's a gold digger and showing her girl, well, her dad wasn't in her life since he was in jail. I mean, darn, another person said, "Gracious, these individuals should be calm and quieted down. Lori doesn't have an excellent standing, hush up." And another fan said, "I believe it's among Mike and Lori. Not her mother, not Steve. Let them work. It couldn't be more obvious she loves folks like Future. That is all there is to it. That is all. I simply feel that it's wild that Lori's folks are over here tossing conceal at Michael B. Jordan. Can you be here heartbroken and afterward, your ex's folks take the virtual entertainment to savage you and toss conceal at you. Someone proceed to mind the great brother Michael B. Jordan, since something is continuing, and I know he's going through it right now, and this is all crazy since Michael B. Jordan seems like the sort of fellow that each parent would need for their little girl. He appears to be full grown, he's rich, he's effective, and quite possibly of the most popular dark entertainer on the planet. Furthermore, from what we realize, he never truly saved any costs when it came to ruining Lori. I mean, go all out. The man in a real sense leased a whole aquarium in light of the fact that Lori loved turtles. I mean, he might have in her a turtle and stuck it in a tank of water. However, he decided to overdo it and give her the genuine article. This shows that he is more than capable and ready to accommodate Lori, assuming she's the kind that likes to have a man be her supplier, which I think she is. So with this, I need to ask why the Harveys could do without Michael B. Jordan. As I said, he appears to be a truly extraordinary fellow, well, except if that is exactly the thing he maintains, that the world should think we've all heard tales about celebs that like to seem to be holy messengers before the cameras. However, they're known to be discourteous and very disagreeable in actuality. I won't name no names, Jennifer Lopez, except for I'm certain we as a whole know a portion of these individuals if this is the situation for Michael B. Jordan. Then I would thoroughly understand why Lori's folks wouldn't believe that she should wind up with him. Yet I have never heard even one individual blame Michael B. Jordan for being a piece of work, so I don't actually feel that that is the issue. I mean, even Steve Harvey conceded that Michael B. Jordan is a decent person, so I believe it's protected to fix that. I find this very crazy, but on the grounds that it's dislike Michael B. Jordan disregarded her by Bookley or any such thing, so I don't feel that they ought to toss conceal at him. I mean, the man actually has photos of their girl on his Instagram, where he was telling the world how much he cherished her, regardless of whether this was a phony relationship. He actually had his influence well, and I feel that Steve and Marjorie ought to simply pass on this one and let Michael B. Jordan and Lori figure out their issues. Laura actually needs to converse with her folks, with the exception, obviously, on the off chance that she wouldn't fret the shade, but at the same time, I'm contemplating whether her folks' aversion to Michael B. Jordan played a part in Laura turning down his proposition. I intend to imagine a scenario where they were constraining her not to settle down with him, or even to sever with him completely. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.